I'm reading a book on self-doubt. It was quite interesting because it explains why successful people have more self-doubt than unsuccessful people. Because successful people compare themselves to others and feel like they need to work harder. They are never satisfied with their achievements. This is one reason why burnout exists only among high achievers. There is nothing wrong with setting high standards for yourself, but if your standards are higher than what's required, that is when things can go wrong. For example, if you want to publish a book, some might think to themselves, well, I don't want to just publish any book. I want to make sure I write something really valuable. But in doing so, they become paralyzed by fear. The other type of person will say, yeah, let's get this done. Let's put something out there. You can always improve later on or hire ghostwriters to help you. There is no such thing as the perfect book. A good book is one that helps readers solve their problems. So if you're writing a book to share your knowledge, try not to overthink it. Just put something out there. You can always improve later on. If you find yourself overthinking decisions, you're probably suffering from analysis paralysis. Analysis paralysis happens when we cannot decide what to do because we have too many choices. When we were younger, our parents used to make most of our decisions for us, and it was easy to figure out what to do because we could just follow instructions. As we grew older, we started to make our own decisions. We started school, got jobs, decided where to travel. These were big decisions for us. And as we made these decisions and experienced the consequences of them, our confidence grew. Now, even though we are making bigger decisions today, our confidence has not improved much since we were kids. If anything, we probably overthink things more today because of the internet. The more choices we have, the more difficult it becomes to decide what to do. When faced with important decisions, some may take weeks or months to figure out what to do. During this time, they keep thinking about what could go wrong and how they might be better of taking another path. But the truth is, every decision has its pros and cons. When buying a house, for example, you have to decide whether to rent or buy. Both options have their pros and cons. Renting gives you flexibility, but you're paying someone else's mortgage. Buying means you own an asset, but you'll have to save a large amount of money for a down payment. No matter what you decide, there will be winners and losers. People who decided to rent instead of buying in 2008 would be better off financially today. However, those who bought property during the recession would be in a much better position today. So how should we decide what to do when we have so many choices? I believe there are 3 steps we can follow. The first step is to define our goals. Goals give us direction and help us prioritize our tasks. Without goals, we'll spend our time reacting to others and the world around us rather than proactively shaping our future. Take a moment to think about where you want to be in life. What does success look like to you? Once you have a clear vision of where you want to go, you can start to identify the steps you need to take to get there. Remember that goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. By setting SMART goals, you'll have a roadmap to follow and know when you're on track or off course. The second step is to gather information. Once you know what you want to achieve, you can start to research your options. Consider the pros and cons of each choice and how they align with your goals. Talk to friends, family, and experts in the field to get their insights. It's essential to weigh the risks and benefits of each option before making a final decision. Remember to focus on the most important factors and don't get bogged down in minor details. Gather enough information to feel confident in your choice, but don't waste time seeking perfection. The third step is to trust your intuition. After gathering information and analyzing your options, it's time to trust your gut. Analyze the data and use your best judgment to make a decision. Sometimes we have a feeling deep down inside telling us which path to choose. Trusting your intuition can help you avoid overanalyzing a situation and keep you from becoming paralyzed by indecision. Your intuition is based on your past experiences and knowledge. It's a powerful tool that can help you make quick decisions when time is of the essence. Of course, you must weigh the risks and benefits of each choice before making a final decision. But when you trust your gut, you'll be able to move forward with confidence and peace of mind. In summary, the 3 steps to help you make decisions when you have too many choices are: set clear goals, gather relevant information, and trust your intuition. Setting goals provides direction and helps you prioritize. Gathering information involves researching your options and considering their pros and cons. Finally, trusting your intuition means weighing the available data and making a decision based on your best judgment. Imagine you want to buy a new car. Using these steps can make the process less overwhelming. Set clear goals by determining your needs and budget for a car. Research different models. Gather information about their features and fuel efficiency. Then trust your intuition to choose the best fit for your needs. One way to overcome self-doubt is to have a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through hard work and learning. On the other hand, a fixed mindset is the belief that abilities are innate and cannot be improved upon. People with a fixed mindset often feel threatened by challenges and setbacks, while those with a growth mindset see them as opportunities for growth and learning. To cultivate a growth mindset, you must first be aware of your limiting beliefs and negative self-talk. For example, saying things like, "I'm not good at math," or "I'm just not a creative person." Once you become aware of these thoughts, you can challenge their validity and replace them with positive affirmations. Here are some examples. I am capable of learning anything I set my mind to. I am creative and innovative. With practice, I will improve my skills. These affirmations help you shift your focus from your perceived limitations to your potential for growth and development. It's important to remember that developing a growth mindset is a journey, not a destination. Be patient with yourself and celebrate your progress along the way. You can start by setting small, achievable goals and gradually work your way up to more challenging ones. Every time you face a setback, remind yourself that it's an opportunity to learn and grow. With persistence and self-reflection, you can cultivate a growth mindset that will help you overcome self-doubt and achieve your goals. There is no one right way to deal with self-doubt, but I hope the tips I shared in this video can help you become more resilient. Remember, everyone experiences self-doubt, but it doesn't have to hold you back from achieving your goals. With a growth mindset, self-awareness, and a willingness to take risks, you can overcome self-doubt and create a life you're proud of. You should watch another video on how to manage stress. Even though stress can sometimes help us perform better, too much stress is harmful to our mental and physical health. We've linked that video at the end. Now please give this video a thumbs up, and if you found this video helpful, subscribe to the channel. See you next time.